Anyone else feeling extremely defeated about the Supreme Court rulings today? I'm not even from the US. Just your wildfire neighbor. But it's quite scary watching this hate grow and grow even in Canada. Vandalism against pride flags and pride crosswalks has increased. Especially the LGBTQ discrimination ruling. Maybe I am being too fatalistic or I am not well informed. But it seems like if businesses have a right to refuse service because of religious beliefs, even to discriminate against a protected class, there's no end in sight. They can refuse to serve interracial couples' weddings too because of religious beliefs. They can refuse to serve women at, say, an auto shop because their religious beliefs think women should not be involved in that. They can refuse to serve POC because they want their shop to be white only. It's so scary to watch. It seems like far-right extremism is on the rise everywhere. It's depressing to witness. I expect Satanists to test this religious beliefs thing like they have done with a little success on other matters. Unmarried women will be denied birth control coverage based on the religious beliefs of a majority of religions. This is the next battle in the terrifying and unrelenting major rolling back of reproductive and human rights freedoms for women. I cannot wrap my mind around how 6 unelected schmucks are somehow basically making the laws and telling us how to live. We need to change how SCOTUS works now. Having a tiny minority rule by whims and batshit reasoning sounds just as bad as a monarchy. Between that and the ruling in the Indiana Supreme Court today that didn't find the near-total abortion ban law against the state constitution, the US sucks giant donkey dick right now. I really hate it. Wish we could immigrate but can't because of my husband's health issues. Imagine if Christians and the clergy made life just as uncomfortable for child molesters as they do for gay people and women. America's been openly walking towards fascism for a long time now. And unfortunately the people who predicted this and called it out long ago were fought tooth and nail by basically everyone else until shit started catching up to them too. Even now it's still desperately hard to explain to people that simply preserving the slowly sinking status quo isn't enough, because they still feel safe and comfortable under it. The student loan ruling hit me hard. I'm drowning in debt and it's so upsetting to be reminded that this country is run by rich people that hate poor people. It really breaks my heart. The past year, worldwide, there's been many losers for the queer community. And yes, there's been many wins as well. I just read gay marriage was legalized in Nepal, for example. But it still sucks that we have to live in perpetual fear of my rights being taken away. How is that democracy? How is that fair? I'm told the US is a land of equality. But I have to go to bed every night wondering if I'll wake up with a basic right stripped away. Cool, I'm going to refuse to serve Christians since it's against my religion. I also will refuse to serve self-identified conservative white men since they burned my spiritual ancestors for witchcraft. This has potential to backfire in their faces completely if more atheists, agnostics and pagans are willing to claim religious beliefs. I'm alternating between defeat and feeling things towards the justices that would definitely get me banned from Reddit should I express them. Currently trending towards the latter as more time passes. Have a feeling it'll end up somewhere in the middle. Not apathetic. Not murderous. Just seriously pissed the hell off. The US is a theocracy now. I wonder how long it will be until Americans have to claim asylum or refugee status in other countries because of these barbaric laws implemented by Christian fundamentalist politicians. This trend will continue until the elite and powerful are forcefully reminded that having a pleasant society is the compromise we have that keeps peasants from forming violent mobs and killing the elites and their families. There are times that I have to put Reddit away because it's stressing me out and scaring me. Even though I live in Europe. I'd say 60% of the content that I scroll is US related. And half of that is how it's going to shit. Why are the mean people winning again? You ask. Is there no end in sight? As I recall, Clarence Thomas said as much in the Dobbs decision. He even suggested interracial marriage was on the table. He's been reaffirming his empowered new stance ever since. It's another dark day, but defeated? No. Surprised? No. Inspired? Yes. Justice Ketanji Jackson's dissent on the affirmative action case. She addresses this very issue. Deeming race irrelevant in law does not make it so in life. She wrote, "Solidarity is the only way forward. Change the laws at the local, then state level. What is happening now is not normal. It's not a case of merely having a difference of opinion. The right is not a principled opposition, they are desperate knowing that reasonable people do not like their racist, misogynist, anti-gay policies. The right seeks a white Christian fascist state. And they are overtly anti-democracy. Resisting this attack on our country is not grousing or being a bad sport. Recognizing and reacting to this assault, it is a sensible response to the machinations of the far right. It would be cool if your country would start accepting US citizen refugees. As someone from the UK, which is pretty much secular at this point, I am genuinely interested to know why religion still has such a hold over America. Yup. Trans in Oklahoma. Just waiting to be denied service now. Assholes will be emboldened by it even if they hadn't even been thinking about it before. Fun times. Yeah. I'm feeling let down and bummed out. But I will be voting ballot box with ballot. Edit. There are no upcoming elections I can vote in. For 2023 in MD. I'm voting against every Republican I see on Tuesday, November 4, 2024. And I'll be voting in every election, including state and local. I'd like to go a week without my queer brethren ending up in the news because our mere existence infuriates right-wingers so badly that they have to ban us from the public. Literally just a week. Bad day for gay broke people me. So many friends are traveling internationally again and the general consensus is anywhere but the US. The main comment is I don't want to get shot, followed by remarks about homegrown terrorism and impending civil war. I never wanted to know what it was like to live in Germany in the 1930s. I'm really depressed. Not only am I a woman but I'm gay too. Pretty crappy things to be when it comes to religious beliefs affecting law. I'm scared about how much worse things are going to get. What's upsetting is the number of Asian Americans and Arab Americans drinking the racist Kool-Aid. As if racist white Americans give a single shit about you skull. Extremely. We need to vote out the Republicans and start curbing the many overreaches of this radical court. The US has zero protection against a partisan Supreme Court, which is a huge problem that in practical terms can't be fixed for the foreseeable future.